5-year anniversary.
My wife, Jerry, is a survivor. For my mom.
All right, we're doing it for JoJo, my mom.
Team JoJo.
We're walking for every woman. Walking to support those that are not here. Because I'm a 7-year survivor, baby. I got a reason to walk.
So we can see more birthdays.
It's a cause that I believe in. We need to fight. And hopefully one day we'll get a cure. So I'm gonna walk until we get that cure.
My name is Amelia Cafaro. I'm 28 years old, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer. In my life before cancer, I was living in Brooklyn, New York with my sister and working in photography and production. I started making photographs about 5 years ago after seeing an Annie Leibovitz documentary that really inspired me. About a year ago, I wasn't paying close enough attention, perhaps. I was extremely tired. I had a lot of back pain, and I found kind of like a grape-sized lump in my breast one morning. And I remember seeing the doctor, and she took one look, and she said, "This is either a really bad breast infection or it's inflammatory breast cancer." And I said, "But you think it's cancer?" And she said, "Yes." And so began the journey with cancer.
Amelia is a very dynamic young woman. She's only 28 years old. She has done a lot of living in that 28 years because of this experience that she's going through, and much wiser beyond her years.
Although Amelia is extremely bright and articulate, I think to internalize that you have this diagnosis is very difficult, and she was very smart how she went about it. So not only did she meet with all of us, but she sat down with her pathologist and looked at her pathology slides. She made pictures, she did research, she did everything she needed to embrace this diagnosis.
I had a port put in Thursday, 2 days after my diagnosis. I had a brain scan, a PET scan, and a CT scan the following Monday. And Thursday, on Valentine's Day, I started chemotherapy. So all within 8 days of finding out, being diagnosed, having all the imaging done, and starting treatment.
She has a spirit that is endearing and enduring through a difficult treatment process.
I've used my photography during my treatment to be more of a curious observer as to what happened, what's happening. The first photo I made was in the dressing room before they gave me my official diagnosis. And I just stood there sort of in front of the mirror thinking, my body is about to change forever.
Inflammatory breast cancer is quite unusual. And any breast cancer in a 28-year-old is very unusual.
So she's gone through a whole gamut of treatment and has worked with every facet of our medical program, from surgical to radiation to chemotherapy.
And one of the things she struggled with is range of motion on that left side. So her functional reach just isn't quite there. Like you and I would have a full reach to reach up into a closet or a shelf. She doesn't have that yet.
Along the way, I've practiced a lot of yoga and meditation. That has helped tremendously. It's helped me to stay present and focused and calm, and to just really cultivate peace in my life, no matter what else was going on. So I'm still healing.
And just to get back to that real raw human connection. And with someone who's so freely willing to give of herself in that way and make that connection as Amelia is, has been probably one of the most rewarding, like heartwarming parts of working with her.
When I practice yoga, I am concentrating on staying present in that moment. And it's very easy, even in the practice, to let your mind wander and think about what you did that day or what you need to do tomorrow. But it all comes back to that moment, to right now.
Terrifying truth that her breast cancer has spread.
I had a single mastectomy in May. Where my tumor was, and the fact that it wasn't just one tumor, it was a couple of different tumors, which is why I had to have a mastectomy. I couldn't have like a lumpectomy. Living without a breast is manageable. It's the worry of your future and how your future is going to affect the people that you love.
Shannon only had one breast removed at her doctor's recommendation, and she does not carry the breast cancer gene, but she did learn that the cancer in the breast she removed had spread.
From one of my surgeries, we discovered that some of the cancer cells might have actually gotten out of the lymph nodes. So for that reason, we are doing chemo, and then after chemo, I'll do radiation.
Did they put a stage number on this?
They do a stage when they take the tumor out. You know, once it starts spreading, you're above stage 2, you're stage 3, stage 4, whatever it is. But my treatments are my treatments. There's nothing I can do to change it. Like stage 3, stage 4, it's not going to change that.
You're still going through chemo?
I'm still going through whatever my doctor is telling me to go through because I trust them.
It was 16 months ago that Shannon was first diagnosed. Now she doesn't want to know what stage she's in, and how far the disease spread is not important to her. She just wants to focus on the fight itself.
Has it spread to anywhere else in your body?
I mean, we don't really, as of now, no, but you know, we don't know because it did, when we took out some of the lymph nodes, we did notice that when the lymph nodes was one of the cancer cells was protruding out of the lymph node.
She first knew something was wrong when she felt something on her breast.
You were in the shower doing a self-breast exam.
Yes.
Was that the first time you knew something was wrong?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was that I knew something was wrong, but I felt
something.
I felt something.
You went to the doctor?
I did not go to the doctor right away. I can't get too into this because I'm in the middle of a lawsuit at the moment, so I'm not allowed to talk about it. And so I didn't have insurance to cover me for going to the doctor.
After completing chemo and radiation, Shannon will have reconstructive surgery. Sharon Osbourne, Christina Applegate, and Angelina Jolie all opted for reconstruction after their mastectomies. Dr. Jay Oringer, who reconstructed Angelina's breast, is working with Shannon. And during an early surgery, he left her with a little surprise.
He didn't want me to wake up with absolutely nothing. It was very important to him that I didn't have that experience. And so he put an expander in, and so, you know, I have a tiny something there that's cute, and sometimes we fill it up and make it bigger, and sometimes we reduce it. I'm just being so personal right now. But I think a lot of women can probably go, yeah, I've been through that. And it's great, though. You get to pick out what size you want.
You go shopping every morning, great.
Size.
I love their texture.
Their shape, feel.
They complete me.
Big, small, it doesn't matter.
Yes, I like boobies.
Love boobies.
Yes, I love boobies.
Yes, I love boobies. I love boobs.
Most of us know someone.
Who's been affected by breast cancer?
My friend.
My piano teacher.
My sister.
My aunt.
My teacher.
My 2 aunts.
My Aunt Rachel.
I beat breast cancer.
We can beat this together.
Show the world how much you care.
And join us in the fight.
Because it's more than just boobs.
It's life.